to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
When talking about Patrick Mahomes, what's a normal season for him is probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a fourth straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Well, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Now the 4th-year running back, this is Devin Singletary.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here's Allen.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's the punter Martin out to kick it away.
About a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
He'll take this to the 46. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 69 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Clyde Edwards-Helaire capping it all off with a touchdown reception. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Allen now on 1st down. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Joe Fortson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd and very short, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They pulled awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, it's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third, escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 59 yards. And the Bills are able to at least get one score back. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Crowder. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Allen, that's brought in by Davis over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget. Paramount holding. Onto that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.